Yo, morning guys. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project, psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project, solving the problems and challenges in my life as well as a self-improvement process. Now, if you want an introduction and summary about what we do here on this channel, how we break it down to domains of life, including finance, relationships, materials, objects, management, all that kind of jazz, including the live streaming schedule as well as the copyright-free music, all that kind of information can be found on previous introductions for the past 3.5 years straight up to January 2021. So with that being said, we're just going to dive right into the table of contents for today. So in about the next minute or so, let's run through what we want to cover. We have a lot of photography, a lot of different items and food, nutrition, groceries, debt, food items, repayment, clothing, a wide variety of items, even like athletics and fitness and business topics to be covered in all the photography. So I think that's going to be the majority of the stream. Today's stream is going to be almost like 12 minutes worth of photography, and we're going to be commentating and giving context behind all those. And then the second portion, if only like maybe 1 or 2 minutes left at their back, we're going to try to clear whatever we can, especially the garbage, like banana peels and shit like that I should have tossed away yesterday. And that's what you see in the backdrop. My hand's on the side, on the left hand side, so hello. You can see my hand over there. Right over there in the corner, there's a whole bunch of garbage, and I want to get rid of as much as I can on D1 as well as region A7. So we'll get to that in the second portion of the stream, as well as the take-home message if we have time for that. So without further ado, let's just dive into it. I will say quick 2 disclaimers. First thing, of course, this is a self-improvement process. It means that I will not be PC. I will cover the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to be trying and just be real, raw, and genuine and honest here. So there will be insecurities, there will be problems I'll talk about, and this may or may not be relatable to some of you, but there's no other way for me to do this without touching upon some negative aspects in life. So I'm not going to shy away from that topic, from those sorts of topics, and let's just dive right into it. So the first thing we're going to do here, it's going to be very positive, right? At least starting off right now, we just have, actually this one's not that positive at all. It's a debt food item. So this is a, if you know what this is, in Cantonese we call it dai, it's like dai. So this is something that happens, it's like a vegetarian food, it's just gluten. Believe it or not, it sounds disgusting. That's basically like flavored bean curd and gluten, and I know it sounds disgusting, but believe me, it tastes a lot better than you would think. And so the red ones are sweet, the brown ones are kind of plain, and some of them are deep fried, the others are kind of put in some sort of curry sauce. And so that's what we have for this, and this is a depth 2, a class 2 item, meaning it's a depth food item. I'm gonna remove that one now. The next photograph we're gonna move on to is this kind of batch snapshot, and most of the photographs we're going to do today are going to be batch snapshots, meaning that I'm going to be showing a majority of the photographs are screenshots of photographs. So there's going to be a whole collage of them, and you won't be able to see in too much detail like that one that I just showed right now. You can see here that in this collage, I suppose, and we're going to get to that athlete on the side there. That was something sent to me from a team partner of mine, and I was asking for testimonials for my business, so we'll get to that in a second. So what you can see in this kind of collage, there's some honey crullers, so that's something, or French Gruyere, that's one of my favorite sort of donuts I like to get from Tim Hortons and stuff like that, or a coffee donut shop anywhere. I found that they have these in Walmart, but obviously it's sugar loaded and it's extremely unhealthy. I didn't buy it. We also have the receipt there from Walmart. You have a photograph of myself in that kind of suit that I wear to work to make sure that I am capable of withstanding the minus 25 degrees Celsius. And what I'm actually doing there in that middle photograph in that kind of black suit is I was trying on a jacket that was on sale, a wool coat that was on sale at a local shopping mall, and I'm standing in the mirror there trying to get a feel for what the right size is. So I believe it was 38. I don't have very wide shoulders or very wide figure because I don't work out as much as I used to, and so that's that. And I'm just trying the suit. I'm trying out the coat, which you see actually is on the right hand side right there. So I also did some online research. So International Clothiers is the name of that store within the shopping mall. Below it we also have some avocado breakfast trail mix oatmeal. You can see that at the very bottom right hand side, bottom middle right now, bottom center. That's actually from previous days, so maybe 2-3 days ago. Don't need to talk too much about that. And you can see the pumpkin spice mix in with it. We have a receipt. We also have a photograph, what looks like to be like a size guide, and I was taking a look at that, like I said, trying to get a good gist, a good feel, what is the appropriate size for my clothing. We also have some food sampling, so that dal biji kind of thing is a Sri Lankan Indian snack food. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to remove that and scroll up here for a second here, and you can see better snapshot right here. So here's me trying to get down the nutritional information there. High on potassium, which is good, but it's still got a lot of saturated fat. Of course, it's a snack food item. I can't expect to be healthy. Honey crullers, like I said, I didn't buy those at all, but I took a snapshot anyways. Let me get some food. Yeah, this is stuff you can get real cheap at Walmart, so it's like just $2-3. And then above at the very top, you also see some nutritional facts, again, of just chocolate. And so you can tell I haven't been eating very nice, even though I talk a little bit about nutrition here. This is just a coverage, really, of everything. I'm going to try to zoom in on the snack food items here, too. It's a continuation. You have these kind of lemon tarts. And a lot of this kind of stuff here was, especially the bakery items section, were just on sale. You can see it's for $1. It was on this tray in the very corner. You know how the grocery store, the guys always put at the very back so that you can't see what's on sale. I find that kind of hilarious because everyone goes just venture there and they will find the food that's on sale, and that's what I was doing there. But needless to say, it's not very healthy. We have some stuff here. This is for the breakfast, so this is a lot better. This is trail mix. It has some depth food items, like I said. Depth class 2 items, are things that I'm not supposed to eat because they actually belong to someone else. And it plays a lot into the domestic household insecurities that I have, personally speaking, for the past 3 decades, and that's my problem and my responsibility to resolve. So if I don't feel comfortable eating something, I should make sure to resist that kind of temptation and just not touch, and that's my fault there. So that's something I do have to record. Next, we also have, let's see here. Here's a better snapshot of something that's a little bit bigger. You know what? There's something on the side here that I should probably cover right now immediately before I forget. So we have this athlete right here on the side, and we also have this kind of photograph. So these two things here are, you can see on her shirt says USANA. So again, the business regarding research and biocellular nutrition, all that kind of stuff. So aside from just full-time work and trying to get my groceries and my health on top and trying to do this project, I also have a business on the side working with a team. And so I asked my team, KM, fantastic individual, can you give me some sources for the testimonials? Because obviously our company, I don't just join any company, right? So the products that we sell typically go out to like people who are Olympic athletes. And I asked my team lead, listen, can you actually provide me the sources? I'm a very STEM-oriented, scientific, engineering-oriented person, and I don't like to just make claims without evidence. And so one thing is that she actually scoured into her journals and she pulled up some of the athletes, pulled up some of the journals, and she gave me even that kind of like a magazine for our company for a while ago. So I was able to find the direct primary sources for it, and I'm very happy with that. So she sent me over WhatsApp or WeChat or something like that, these kind of photographs here, and that's why these are here. So that is something else that happens. So that's regarding business and fitness. Back onto the groceries and nutrition. So now we're moving back here, and you can see there's a lot of meal replacements. So this is from Walmart again. You can see the Boost as well as Glucerna. Again, if you actually want to buy this, it's very, very cheap. You can just go straight to Walmart. It'd be like 6 canisters of meal replacement, 6 bottles, for just about $9. Sometimes it goes on sale, and it provides you a full, I wouldn't say it's a full meal, but it's a good supplement, if anything. It provides all the protein, carbohydrates, minerals, vitamins, all that kind of jazz, and I guess it's relevant during pandemic situation. But even without that, I used to eat this kind of stuff. And I would suggest going for Glucerna instead of Ensure, because instead of high on sugar, it has also fiber, and that helps to clear your gut. So that's not advice, this is just what I do. So this is my opinion as someone who's just done a lot of kind of research and background in nutrition and particularly biomedical science, because that's my field. Okay, moving on to the side, we get rid of that photograph. What else do we have here? We have these bakery items. I think I talked about this already. we're gonna skip that. There's some maybe some cheese bread I see there in the middle, but aside from that, I don't want to talk too much about that. We have the receipts. So here, obviously, I can't expand too much on this. I'm not gonna be stupid enough to expand the receipts, but the point is, you can see, I had to do some documenting, and I went on my laptop and I already did all the budgeting and everything like that, so that's fine. Over here we have some, okay, so this is Chinese food. If like I said at the very beginning, this is what we call jai. So jai is just kind of vegetarian food. At the very bottom right hand side, bottom right here, that kind of red is sweet. It's curry flavored, it's the brown ones, and it's kind of like deep fried. Gluten, I know it sounds disgusting, but that's something that's actually an extremely common staple, especially during like some sort of Buddhist event. And my parents happen to be Buddhist, and so my guardians happened to do that over the weekend, and they tried to share some of that with me, which I did eat. So here's finally the project snapshot. I think that covers pretty much everything as much as possible. There's a few left for today. So if I move on to today's sort of breakfast here, this is the oatmeal I had today. I mixed in with a whole bunch of different things, and you can see it's just a nice mix there. Okay, it has trail mix. It has that Nutrimeal, which is from, again, business product of my own, and then it has also like Walmart meal replacement and trail mix. Over here we also have today, there was some more class 2 items that I have rejected. So they're actually class 0 meaning things that people try to give me that I have said no to. It's just something that I'm not actually going to take, and they try to get me these Pringles chips and these Ritz Bits chips. I just have to say, this is my own personal issue. No one else's fault. This is my fault. I was into a lot of stress-induced binge eating, and that's just my fault. I've been binge eating to the point I almost want to throw up. That's one of my personal health issues right now, trying to manage a business and caregive for one of my guardians, and also trying to manage this project and full-time work. You got all sorts of things that you're trying to do. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to take care of your kids? Are you trying to take care of your grandparents? Are you struggling with a job, low income? Do you have health issues? Whatever it is, sometimes you crack, and this is what happened to me, and that's my fault. I cracked, and I started binge eating, not on just my food, but other people's food. And so when my guardians realized that they were, that I was binge eating, they decided to give me more food, and I said, that's the opposite of what I want to do. That's my weakness showing. The fact that I gave in to my temptations, all right, is no other than my own responsibility. Don't buy me food if I can't control myself, stop eating food. So if anything, I had to just say, thank you, I appreciate that. And I'm just trying to show gratitude here and say, listen, they try to get me stuff just like my colleagues do. And I always have to say, I have this obsession with independence. That's just the way I've been brought up. And I continue to believe that's a good way to live your life. Not obsessively, but, I have to work towards the middle ground. The point is, take responsibility for my own problems is the way I want to do it. And these crackers and these chips I just rejected, and they're back downstairs. So with that being said, I think that's about everything here. So here's a mass snapshot of today's breakfast, and now we can move on. I have about a minute left before we deliver take-home message, so you don't have to wait too long for that. What do we need to throw away now? We're going to get up. This is region D1. It looks a mess. Region D2. That's the entire region C for the closet. Region B right here. And region A. You can see food is everywhere. It's disgusting. If you check my live stream on YouTube and Facebook or whatever, Twitch, just like maybe just 5 days ago, it was way cleaner. But over the weekend, I just collapsed and I was strained, and that's my fault. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to see. Okay, so here's the budgeting. Today I was doing all the Excel, getting all the finances, income tax returns for my business, got to get the write-offs done, getting a medical appointment for my dentistry. Obviously there's a lot of COVID screening with that. And then I have to manage all these, all this inventory of food here while I have to go to work, and especially overtime. So there's some things here I want to mention that I need to throw away. So immediately we have these 2 granola bars. So class 4 item and class 1, I bought these to give to my colleagues because a fantastic colleague of mine keeps trying to get me to accept help from her. And even to this point, I'm just going to say this like a Christmas kind of like an activity. I'll just give her some stuff back that she tried to give to me. So it's a lot of back and forth like that. Another thing I want to do is, there's this garbage here that I had from yesterday. All these banana peels. So just to replicate all this is stuff that I should be throwing into the garbage. Trash, take it out. Bananas here, also want to take this to work. And with only about 10 seconds left, take care of yourself. We'll see a better version of you as well as myself next tomorrow morning. This is Ahn Rho signing out. Ciao.